Good morning, Twitch. Good Monday morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 10.09.2023. Current time is 05:57 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Monday morning, start of a new week. And yes, I'm going live, Tim. I was just hitting the live button when you said, "Are you going to go live?" And Tim Fan 40 Yo, been biting at the bit, me coming back here. Of course, I took a week off. This is at Fireman Rich on all those other fine social media networks where I just posted that we are live now here on Twitch at Fireman Rich. That is, and. Good morning to you, Tim, out there in Michigan. And I took last week off because we had some real world stuff. Real world stuff. Instead of, everybody says, "Oh, I'm an IRL. Yeah, okay, big effing deal, IRL. I'm doing this right now. This isn't real life. I'm waking up. I'm having my coffee. This IRL acronym and stuff. I was dealing with some RWS, real world stuff. And you can say it in other words with that S there, real world sheets. And well, the week I had to take off, Tim, I have to be quite honest with you. I don't really care if you were bored. This is secondary to real world stuff, and I've always said that. And I know you understand that. I know you know what it. And I know you were bored and stuff like that. But the week off was good. I do that periodically. We had to attend to one. We have 6 cats now. We have 5, and that should tell you right there. We had to make the tough decision, and it was the right decision. To say goodbye to Calvin. Calvin is no longer with us. He had some issues. He was diabetic, but then he was having some other complications that we thought were cleared up because of his the insulin was helping him. It was helping him greatly and stuff like that. He was getting bouncing back and stuff like that. But the issue, there was another issue that came up. I'm not going to go into detail and stuff like that. That came up that we tried going to medicine. Yeah, I know you understand, Tim. I'm preaching to the choir. I know you're a contractor. I know, and that's the other thing. We had some contractors, so that sort of perked up the week. I had contractors come in, and we got a brand new kitchen. Brand new kitchen flooring that is outstanding. I'm going to have to do one of my, actually it was one of the last broadcasts I did before Calvin passed and stuff like that. So that's, but it was hard. It is hard because we had Calvin. Calvin was a rescue cat. We had him for 8 years. And you say, well, it's a short time. No, he lived a lot in those 8 years. And the way we look at it, the Lucy and the 4 kittens, Calvin being one of the 4 kittens, he wouldn't have been with us if the missus didn't rescue him. They would have probably never lasted a year, maybe 2 years max, some of them, after Pam had seen them and stuff like that. So that's why I took last week off. It was some good downtime. I did pop up Saturday, which was a week after we had to say goodbye to Calvin, and to try some new software. I was thinking about coming up on it with it this morning, but I tried doing a test run last night and it didn't work, so I'm doing old school. I'm a little late right now because I was fiddling around. I was debating whether to have guest stars or not, and it's like, just do the broadcast, Rich. That's what the people want. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, it's pretty. It completely changed the kitchen there, Tim, and they did it in 4 hours. There's no way. I mean, they brought that sheet of laminate and one big, let's see, it's probably, 10 feet by 17, almost 18 feet, and they had to splice it in going into the landing, into the stairway, and as far as that goes. And So they were in and out. These guys, I know these contractors. I guess they saw that they had they saw that my name on the thing, and they wanted to do it. Was Andy and Paul from the contractors. I've known them for for the last. I knew them for the 17 years where I was at my at the day job, and they've been doing this job for 20 years, and it's worth every penny. It's now we're sort of looking at maybe not this year if we can afford it. The cabinets they want an arm and a leg. I always thought the flooring was going to be hard, but it's not the flooring; it's the cabinets that you want to do afterwards and stuff. Let's see, Tim. New flooring changes the look of the. Oh, yes, it does, Tim. Oh my God, it is sparkly in there. It is sparkly. Yeah, my back won't allow me to do that fat. Oh, 4 hours. Yeah, they were 4 hours. They had a process. They had a workflow and stuff like that. So in between, I got to talk to them. They were glad to see me. Tell me, some of the guys that the one guy, Andy, his father worked for the company that does the flooring, and I knew him. He's a really good guy and stuff. And so these are guys I knew for a long time and stuff. And it was a real honor and pleasure to have them to put the flooring down. They did it right. I mean, they the attention to detail. It's just I was just amazed. I've seen these guys' work over the years, and it definitely shows. So every time I walk in, it's like, wow, look at this floor. So so that was part of last week also. And again, it's just some downtime. So I think you all understand. If I take a week off or something like that, it's for real world stuff, and that's crazy. But when do it every day? It's like second nature to them and stuff like that. It's just like it looks like a simple process, but just manipulating the product and putting it down. They have to do some prep work and stuff, which I wasn't aware of as far as that goes on the flooring and stuff. So but they were in and out in 4 hours and stuff, and it worked out quite well, and we're real happy with it. And let's see, broadcast is doing good. Like I said, I was on Saturday for about an hour. I thought I was going to game. I was gifted some software, and for some reason it didn't work last night. I don't know if it's the server down or what. I'm gonna have to check it. But Ed Waters, he gifted me last week because he's no longer using his Fluton. It's similar to Restream, which Tony D uses, which he used yesterday. Tony D was on yesterday with Belt King Fantasy Football, and on there towards the end, like he usually comes, I like popping these, as Ted Hicks. Ted Hicks was there towards the end. He was coming in from Cancun remote, so he's on vacation. And but we also had Michael Bathurst on, it's always great having him. He's from the old Haps days, and you can go ahead and say it, Tim, as I'm plugging into my other computer here. But Michael Bathurst was on there yesterday, and it's always great talk with Michael as far as that goes. And let me see, I just got to clear out this computer. I forgot that there's always one thing, and it's so let's see, we got that. I forgot to bring that up, so we got that up. Let's see, is that loaded? Okay, we're loaded there. Okay, we're loaded. Yeah, Hap sucks. There we go. Thank you. We're back. We're back. We got Tim saying Hap sucks in the morning broadcast here, the Monday Morning Coffee Twitch broadcast. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, Michael was on. We're all giving our inputs of football. We were out for 2 hours yesterday, which was good. It gets a little long-winded. We all get a little long-winded when Michael's there. So that's the second time. He missed last week, but he was on 2 weeks ago. So hopefully we can get him every week. As far as so check that out over check that out over on Tony D's. He has it posted I have it posted, and my Twitter line or Twitter slash or X/Twitter at Fireman Rich. But check out Tony D's X/Twitter line, and that's where the you can go right to the broadcast. He has it all over the place. I'm broadcasting it as well. I turn the switch on. Lady Cat, hey, good morning, Rich. I've been busy packing. I'm moving to Twin Falls, Idaho, with my parents next month. I've been busy packing. Sorry I haven't been on your stream late. Oh, no problem, Erica. I haven't seen you in a while. You've been busy. I figure you've been busy. Haven't seen a lot of people that pop in here, and I'm watching ads right now. Let me respond to Tim. Okay, on the ads. Okay, on the. Oh, let me see. Wrong thing. Hang on for a minute, Lady Cat. Okay, on watching ads. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for watching the ads. I'm trying to mess around with them, keep them to a minimum, but the YouTube Twitch has done something. Thank you, Tim. We're here. We're still here. We're still here. We're still here. Okay. All right. He's. Oh, you're good. I'm back. Oh, okay. I was just. I figured if you're in the ads, I'm gonna go right to the chat and stuff like that as far as that goes. And I was wondering, did you block Chris Tech at? He can't chat in here now. Just curious. I'm not going to address that. Chris Tech needs to check his X/Twitter. I saw something over there the last couple of days that I didn't really care for, so I'm just going to leave it at that, Lady Cat. Okay. I don't know if somebody hacked it, but he needs to clean that up. I wasn't happy seeing what I saw. Okay, especially when when an individual likes. I guess I had a whole bunch of likes last week, and Chris did that, and I went to his Twitter line, and I'm like, my eyes just went like this. I didn't care what I saw. Okay, that doesn't sit well with me. So don't have to explain anything. Exactly, I don't have to explain anything as far as that goes. So I'll just leave it at that as far as that goes. It's called ethics. So Lady Cat, but you're gonna move, Lady Cat. That's good. It is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. And so I hope everything is going fine with you. You haven't been on, of course. Chris also hasn't been on for quite a while either. So I'm not sure if his accounts are being hacked. So with what I see, I'm not sure if that's Chris coming in here or not, as far as that goes. So I don't even know what happened, but that's your deal. Yeah. Well, you can check out Chris's X Twitter line, and you can see for yourself. There's some stuff over there that I'm just shaking my head. It's like, what? As far as I go, he was live a few days ago. Oh, Chris was? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm just talking about, I wasn't too happy seeing his Twitter line, Lady Cat, if you know what I mean. Oh, you were on live? Oh, okay, you were on live too? Okay. But you're going to Idaho. Why? You're moving. Is that a good move, or is that because I think I got a note from a good friend of ours he's not usually here. He usually pops in with a rate of 1, and that's Cup of Joe. Cup of Joe is why Idaho? Idaho's not bad, I guess. I never heard anything bad about Idaho, other than they had that. Was that where they had that guy that killed those students? Was that in Idaho? I guess. Idaho is nice. That's up there in Montana. That's you can call that God's cants. Yeah, me either. Yeah. So, but Joe, a Cup of Joe is leaving Florida to go to Ohio. So everybody, you and Joe are, except they make potato. That's potato country. Yeah. So. As far as that goes, so Cup of Joe, he's leaving tomorrow. let's see, Lady Cat. We pick Twin Falls because the people were is nice and the time it's time for. Okay, so it's one of those changing times and stuff. How long have you lived in Oregon? You lived in Oregon it's your home state, isn't it? Idaho will be nice. It's good. It's not going to be as wet as Oregon, right? It's going to be, winters are going to be rough from what I hear. So as far as that goes, but you're moving next month, and we got Cup of Joe moving and stuff. Cup of Joe was his mother passed away, by the way, and wish the best and congratulations to Lady Cat. Tim Fan says, yeah, we wish you the best. Washington State. I'm sorry, I always. Because I talked about my friend Ed Waters. He's from Oregon. Erica is from Washington State. And then further north, it's Jeeves. So appreciate that. The crimes are getting worse. Oh, are they in Washington State? Okay. You got it, that's a good reason to move. And you don't really hear about that in Idaho. So, crime is all over. But Cup of Joe is moving from Florida. He's moving to rural USA. He's moving to Pleasant City, I think it's almost as small as the village I live in. So, but he has some life changing things going on in his life because his mother passed away, and he's been with his mother for a number of years, and so he has some challenges as far as that goes. But he says he's doing okay. He like I said, I don't know if I can bring that up. Let me see. Can I bring that up? Let's see. Let me bring up a Twitter feed. We might be running a little bit long here as far as we'll get to a form. I got my format all set up here. We're going to be doing the same format as far as that goes. And let's see. Okay, I got that from Tim. Let's see. Messages. Yeah, Cup of Joe. He says, "Good morning." This was Was this yesterday? Yeah, this is yesterday. Good morning. He says he's moving, and he's trying to take care of his affairs to leave there. He'll be moving to Pleasant City, Ohio, on Wednesday, staying with a friend, and he says he'll try and get back to everyone because I usually talk with Cup of Joe on PUBG, which I played a lot of last week, not being broadcasting and stuff. I have to start work at 6:30, but okay, Tim, I understand that. No problem, my friend. Incidentally, the football yesterday, you did pretty good there, dude. I'm going to tally up the things in Wednesday as far as I got to catch up on my sports. And baseball, we're already in the playoffs. I didn't even realize that. I lost track of baseball here last week. Football was pretty good. And yeah, I'll have the updated slides there, and I'm going to bring up week 4 slides. I have them in the queue, so I'll bring them up during the sports thing and stuff like that. So Cup of Joe, so you're not leaving till next month then, Lady Cat. Michigan won. Okay, go Michigan. Yeah. My Bills lost yesterday though. That was bad. I think it's Jaguars had the advantage. They stayed over there an extra week. I mean, Michael Bathurst called it yesterday. It wasn't. He said the distractions. I think it was just the fact that Jaguars are over there, and that was part of it. So Michael Bathurst, he's a Giants suck. Yeah, Giants. Oh my God! Oh my God. Jets won though. That was a surprising thing. I think they might, if they win a couple more, they might make it to the playoffs and stuff. I don't think they're Super Bowl bound, like some people were saying, which surprised me. That they're San Francisco played good. Philly's tough. Those are the 2 teams right there that are going to be really tough. Kansas City, they just scooted by again, so they're getting the wins. Let's see here. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have a temperature of 42 degrees Fahrenheit. It is autumn. We have all the signs of autumn. We had wind blowing yesterday, the cloudy skies, the leaves are falling. They're all over the frickin' lawn after I mowed them. But we're I think You will love Idaho. Yeah, I think that's a good. That's going to be interesting, Lady K. You got to keep us posted as far as that goes, and uh, yeah, keep us posted on that as far as uh, your move to Idaho. And it's just good hearing that you're doing good. Okay, you're popping in here doing okay. Because like I said, some people have. I haven't seen you, Jeeves. Well, Chris, you're just gonna have to wait. I gotta put you on the back burner, dude. It just like I said. Melanie's here too from Australia. Good morning, here from the Southern Tier, Melanie, coming in from Rock. I see. I got the card. As soon as I see your name, I go for the card. Coming in from Rockhampton, Central Queensland, Australia. Thank you, Melanie, for being here. She's one of our regular viewers here that I greatly appreciate popping in and stuff like that. So we're a small fry type broadcast here, which I love as far as that goes. Get it right, Rich. Yeah, I did get it right. That's why I got the card, right? I said it right, didn't I? Did I do something? You got me thinking, did I do something wrong? Jeeves, good morning. Jeeves coming in from Vancouver. Yeah, right here. Melanie. Where is she? Rockhampton, Central Queensland. I used to say North Queensland, Central Queensland. She corrected me. Good morning. Good morning, Jeeves. Yes, you did. Okay, thank you. I always have fun with that. Good morning, Jeeves, coming in from Vancouver. Good morning. And you're another one I haven't seen in a while. You guys are coming out of the woodwork. I take a week off, and but Lady Cat and Jeeves, just to let you know, I took last week off because we're less one cat. Calvin left us last Friday, or no, it was over a week ago. It was the 29th of September. We had to say goodbye to Calvin. He had some issues that we tried doing a last minute thing with some medication. It didn't work. So the tough decision had to be done. So usually when something like that happens, what I'm calling RWS, real world stuff. I mean, real world stuff. You got to make, and yeah, that's okay, Jeeves. It was one of those decisions you had to make yesterday. Morning before Tony's broadcast, myself and the missus went over to her one sister's house. They had to take her dog and say goodbye to Bella for so it's and that's what you have to, as a pet owner, you have to make those decisions. A pet is not a thing. A pet is a living entity that you're taking care of, and you have to make decisions for them, and sometimes they can be very hard. My sister-in-law, I think she finally got that. So, but Bella was a really big lab. I had to go over to help put it in the car when they went up to Ithaca to a place called Colonial. Max was when we had Max was diagnosed with Addison's there. They're very, very, very high tech, and all the people that work there, they're from Cornell. Very high-end veterinarian service, and that was the only one that was open to where they could take care of saying the final things for Bella. So it's been a rough week here, the last week and a half, as far as that goes with our furry friends, as far as that goes, and but we're back on track. We're back here, and let's see. Currently, 42 degrees Fahrenheit. It is going to be some sun this morning with increasing clouds. We've been having clouds. High of 56 now. High of 56. And let's see, yeah, our 14-year-old rescue pit, Honey, is not... You got to make the decision, Tim. Especially when the animal can't... they have those wheel things and stuff. I just... No. That's more or less for the owner and stuff like that. You got to make... if the dog is comfortable and living well, yeah, I know I'm preaching to the choir and stuff like that, but I have to do it. I got to do it 8 or 5 more times. I got 5 more cats, so it's hard saying goodbye, but there's still. I say good morning to Kelvin every morning. I say good morning to Max, now Bella, and there's just like Ben and Peach. Those are 2 cats we had years back. Let's see. We got some high of 56, winds out of the southwest by 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sun will be rising this morning at 7 7:11 a.m., which is in like what 30, 40, 42, 43 minutes. 7:11 a.m. The sun was rising this morning and here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and be setting at 6:36 tonight. So we're getting the hours ashore. World times and temperatures in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:21 a.m. We have clear skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:22 a.m. Clear skies. In Chicago, Illinois at 5:22 a.m. Clear, cloudy skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, just south of us, about a 4-hour drive on Route 17, which is now Interstate 86 on a good portion of it going through. Our section is still called 17. New York City, the jungle, clear skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the pond in Ireland, Cork, Ireland at 11:22 a.m. Raining in Ireland, in Cork, Ireland, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy at 12:22 p.m. Sunny skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In New Delhi, India at 3:52 p.m. Partly cloudy, partly sunny, 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Mumbai, India, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit at 3:53 p.m. also in the afternoon. Partly cloudy, partly clear. Kuala Lumpur at 6:23 p.m. Sunny skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:23 p.m. Cloudy skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in Australia, Melbourne, Australia at 9:23 p.m. And I think that's what your time is over there in where you're at in Australia. It's Melanie was talking to me Saturday when she was going to the bathroom and stuff. So she pops on the internet and she said hi. I really get a kick out of that, Melanie. Melbourne at 9:23 p.m. 55 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, partly clear. And Sydney, Australia, 9:23. It's clear skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And G's is just coming in here with Vancouver, Canada, the province of Vancouver, out there in the western part of Canada. It's 52 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 13 degrees Celsius. Thank you, G's. Oh, Tim said his honey, his rescue pip honey has heartworms. Oh, okay, yeah, that's it's 8:23 p.m. in old daylight. Oh, you're in the old daylight savings time. Okay, Melanie, I'm looking at my clock. It's showing an hour more on Melbourne and Sydney. So you guys don't. Okay, we got to turn our clocks back here. When do we turn our clocks back? I haven't heard anything about that. So we do have a thought for the day. In Queensland, yeah, you're in Queensland, but that's the same time zone as Melbourne and Sydney. I think you're north of Sydney, I believe, or is it Melbourne? I can't remember. I know she's north of one of those two. She's up there. Let's see our thought for the day. Let's see. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, you're north of them. Okay, north of Sydney. Comes from Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, I think everybody should know who Martin Luther King is. He's an American Baptist minister, activist, political philosopher, who was one of the most prominent leaders in the civil rights movement from 1955 until his assassination. And I still remember that day. The word that just was like, wow. And then I think it was a week or two later, Bobby Kennedy was assassinated back in 1968. 1968, the summer 68, or from I think it was April into the summer. That was a bad time in the United States as far as that goes. But his thought for the day: Sydney and Melbourne are south of me. Okay, all right. So yeah, that was correct in north. I do. We must either learn to live together as brothers, or we are all going to perish together as fools. It's a true statement. We got to get along. And there was some news this weekend. There's some there were some attacks on Israel from some bad guys that was supported by, I guess, there's just the so-called thing that they did was planned by another country state that a lot of people think, oh, there's nothing wrong with that country. Not when they're doing bad things. I totally disagree with individuals. I'm not going to get into, yesterday Michael Bathurst wanted to bring back the old Haps days of arguing. I don't argue. I just discuss. And if you don't want to discuss and you just go in the argument, I just like, okay, whatever. And that's what I feel about some of the crap I'm hearing from other broadcasters as far as just taking it lightly on some things and stuff like that. Does it affect me right now? No, but I'm still concerned living on this planet here and stuff like that. That we can't take an isolistic. Did I say that right? Where we stick our heads in the sands, I guess. Okay, so there's some. And there's some countries right now. Okay, are all countries perfect? No, not even the United States. I tell you one thing. I'm very glad I'm living in the United States instead of overseas. Overseas, I don't care. I've been overseas, so anybody says, "Oh, they've been overseas and doing this and that," so I've been overseas, so I know what the frick's going on overseas. Okay, I still got connections and stuff like that. I haven't been on an airplane in 27, 28 years, and I don't plan on unless I absolutely have to now because. I'm concerned, but there's nothing I can do other than be aware of what's going on. But we had some things going over there in Israel that popped up that why can't we just get along? But they've been fighting over there for years and stuff like that. But there is some hope because was it just a few weeks back the crime in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Crown Prince, had an interview with Brett Baer on Fox, and it was a very good. He's a big guy. He's up there in the food chain where these other people that are doing bad things to Israel, they're trying to make themselves significant, and they don't realize they're going about it the wrong way. So we either learn to live together as brothers, or we are all going to perish together as fools. Martin Luther King Jr. As far as a good saying there. Good thought for the day. Something to mull over. Let's see our... there is I guess today is supposed to be a holiday. I'm not even going to touch on that because it's Thanksgiving. Oh, is it Thanksgiving in... Okay, in Canada it is. I'm just looking at my calendar, Jeeves. It is. I could say it's Thanksgiving in Canada, okay? That's their day up there. It's the Canadian National Day. It's their Thanksgiving. Of course, our Thanksgiving is until next. There's some, you know what I'm talking about, Jeeves. I don't want to mention it because it's not worth mentioning as far as that goes. So I'm going to put a little humor on this as far as what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick. I'm not even going to list them here and stuff. I'm just going to pick. Well, there's National Moldy Cheese Day. That's funny. That's some of the old holiday is a moldy cheese holiday, so I'm not going to even mention it. I'm going to go with National Kick Butt Day, the second Monday. That's the national day I'm going with this. National Kick Butt Day. National Kick Butt Day is observed on the second Monday of October. This is a day to give yourself a kick in the seat of pants. Hashtag Kick Butt Day. The day aims to motivate marketers, adventurers, and those in business world to work smart and hard. Well, I'm going to apply it to everybody. Everybody needs to work hard and smart and towards their goals while serving to outdo the competitor. Be sure to also take stock in achieving on how far you've come. Have you made your strides you expected at this point as far as reaching your goal? Do you have the right ones in place to kick butt? So I try to work smart. Okay, kick some butt there out on the thing, Tim, as far as that goes. So I'm going to go with that one as far as let's see. I'm going to probably tomorrow because last week was supposed to be. I haven't decided yet. I mean, it's either going to be a podcast on Spotify for podcasters, or else I'll do a Mixcloud. I might do a Mixcloud as I being taken last week. Oh, also this week is Fire Prevention Week, folks. Okay, this week is Fire Prevention Week, so be fire safe out there. Think about what you're doing as far as that goes, and the theme is fire prevention. I'm just thinking that. Look at the calendar. 2023. 2023. Let's see. The theme is cooking safety starts with you. Pay attention to fire prevention. Okay, so be fire safe. Okay, I'm a retired firefighter, and this is usually a week where if you're at the fire station, there's activities going on. There's a lot of visiting of the schools as far as that goes. So it's National Fire Prevention Week, and as far as that goes, let's see. History. Let's go ahead and get into the history here. Let's see. We're doing good on time. 38. Okay. I'm going to try and keep this at an hour as far as that goes. So, like I said, I was going to try and I'm going to try and start using guest stars because I haven't really been using that much. We'll see what happens this week. If not, the weekend there, maybe with maybe I can get Ted to come up. If Ted, I don't know if Ted's not here. Of course, he's not on the train. He's down in Cancun. From what he was telling us yesterday on fantasy Belt Kings fantasy football and whatnot. So let's see. This day in history, we have Ecuador independent days from Spain. On this day back in 1888, official opening to the public at 555 feet. That's 555 for my brother firefighters, and with 893 steps to the top. It's the tallest building in the world. The Washington Monument, the people flocked to it back in 1888. Uganda on this day in 1962 and gained its independence from Britain, became a republic. Happy 48th birthday to Sean Lennon. That's John Lennon's son, the musical and actor who was born on the same day as his famous father. Okay. And he was born in 1975. Let's see on the AP side. I'm feeling good being back broadcasting though. This is a comfortable seat here. I just a little wonky and stuff, but let's see. In 1888, okay, we did the Washington Monument. Let's see. First in 1936, the first generator at Boulder, later Hoover Dam, became transmitting electricity to. That's a big effect. They say the concrete is still drying at Hoover Dam. Let's see. Geez, I was going to Acapulco, Mexico in January for a wedding. Oh, okay, there's a trip for you. I think Acapulco's still safe, isn't it, Jeeves? Mexico? I don't know. I hear some things about Mexico. There's certain parts of Mexico you don't want to go into. What else do we have here? This sort of light on the news. Is just I don't see any more new. Well, let's see. This is one that no, I'm not even going to mention that one. It's just let's see. In 1974, scientist Andrea Sarkarkara was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for some type of science. I'm not sure. We're staying in the okay. Resorts are, from what I hear, you go to, this is not Dominican Republic. Also, I've heard that if you stay in the resorts, you're safe. But who knows? Dominican Republic. But I I would imagine, down there in Acapulco, that's tourism is the business. So I don't think they're going to muck around with that as far as that goes. Like I said, let's move to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball, they're in the playoffs right now. So I got to I haven't looked at baseball over in a week. So I'm just looking at them saying, wait a minute. They said they have wild card. It looks like the Blue Jays, are they in the playoffs? I think they lost. Did they lose to the Twins, Jeeves? Are the Toronto Blue Jays, are they in the playoffs? I don't see them. And I got Texas Rangers going against the Orioles. Oh no, the Twins. They lost to the Astros in Game 1. Oh man, this is all over the board. I'm gonna have to see what's going on here. But it looks like Rangers and Orioles, Twins and Astros, Diamondbacks and Dodgers, and Phillies and Braves. Those are the playoffs. Wow, wow. Talk about before I took the day. They were still playing baseball. Now we're in the divisional things there. So those are the teams. Let's see for I guess tomorrow, Wednesday. Or let's see. Today the Phillies will play the Braves, Diamondbacks and Dodgers. 6:07 for the Phillies, Braves, 9:07, and then tomorrow, Astros and Twins. And who are we going for, Jeeves? Are we going for the Orioles? What team do we root for? Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, they've got games Wednesdays. So who are we rooting for, Jeeves? I don't know who to root for now. I want to say the Orioles. We're going to stick with the American League East. We'll go with our division. Go Orioles. Orioles, okay, that's the team we're rooting for. Orioles. I agree with that, Jeeves. We'll root for the Orioles. Okay, they play Wednesday against. No, actually, they play tomorrow. The Game 3 is tomorrow. Texas is leading 2-0. So the Orioles got to kick some butt. Texas Rangers are tough. Texas Rangers. So there's our baseball. We caught up a little bit. We're already rooting for. I'm already rooting for a team that's losing. We're gonna have a big comeback. I just hope the Braves don't win, or the Dodgers. I'd like to see maybe the Phillies and Diamondbacks. I don't know. Orioles. Let's see who's winning that. Twins and Astros are tied, and Rangers are leading by 2 points. Dodgers, they're up by 1, I think. No, Arizona's up by 1. That's good. Okay, that'd be good. Let's see, Canadian football, that's still going on. They're in the. I did watch the Argonauts Saturday night a little bit. I watched them play. They're in week 18 of 20. The Argonauts killed the Elks 35-12 Saturday night, and then finally in overtime, the Blue Bombers beat the Lions, and the Tiger Cats beat the Rough Riders. And today at 1:00. The Alouettes play the Redbacks. That's the Montreal team. So there we are. NFL yesterday. Giants lost. They suck. Bills lost. Josh Allen threw an interception. That was all over after that. My hat's off to the Jaguars. They won. They're the real deal. Of course, Bears won against the Commanders last week. Seattle, they won 34-0. They trounced the Patriots yesterday. Titans lost to the Colts, which is good. I picked the Colts. Steelers won last minute. That was a big win. I was able to watch that game. And then the Lions, of course, 42-20. Lions are for real. They're going to the playoffs. Texans, I thought they were going to win. The Falcons ended up coming through. Of course, the Dolphins, they played a subpar team, so they ended up winning. I'm not too hip on the Dolphins and stuff. I think they can be explosive, but they had their hands full with the Bills last week. Here's a surprise: Bengals beat the Cardinals. Bengals. I didn't think they were going to win. I think they're in dire straits. Eagles, of course, beat the Rams 23-14. Jets, they played pretty good, but both teams are playing sloppy in that game, from my perspective. Chiefs, they won out. I don't know about the Chiefs, though. They were a little wonky there. Of course, 49ers last night, they beat the Cowboys substantially, 42-10. Tonight, the Packers and Raiders. I got the Raiders, so it means the Packers will win. So there's our football as far as that goes. And it's good. Football is good. I'm going to tally up. That's what I can do. Last week, let me bring this up. See, we're talking about football. I don't know if you're still there, Tim, or you're listening. I'm going to bring up Week 4's charts. Let me see if I can get them up here. Let's see. Okay, is that... Yeah, here's Week 4. As of... I can't see that. Let me... Yeah, you can see Ted Hicks, 12-4. I was 12-4 last week. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I think I'm going down after yesterday. CBS was 11. Brian was... which I've got Brian's updates. Brian is 10-6. Tony fell to even, and last week you were just one game under 500. One game under 500, Tim. But overall, this was overall as of course, me and Tony. I'm 2 games ahead of Tony. CBS is tied with Tony, Ted. And you're overall you're 500, Tim. So that's pretty decent. I'd say doing this, if you're 500, and I think you're going to be doing, I don't know, we'll see. And Brian was 23 and 25. I think that might go up because he gave me week 2. So this is just week 4. This is after last week. This is not after yesterday. So there's our setups as far as the overall after week 4. And I'll have week 5 on the Wednesday show. I usually do these slides on. I make my picks Wednesday morning, and Tim gives me his picks, and I get Ted's. And I found out Ted, I guess he asked me yesterday when he came into Tony D's broadcast, "Where you been, Rich?" And I said, "Hey, I DM'd you." I told him what was going on and stuff like that, but he can't get into his Twitter, so he's messaging me on the YouTube, which incidentally on the replay for this, it's over there on YouTube and also on Rumble. I'm Fireman Rich over on Rumble. Let me sneak this card in here. Well, actually, let me take down the slide here. There we go. I'm Fireman Rich on Rumble. Okay. This gets repurposed over there, and also on YouTube. Not Fireman Rich, but Richard M. Roberts. I was able to. They did a reset of all the sign-in names, and I got at Richard M. Roberts on YouTube. Okay, so so there we have it as far as that goes. And then I'll put the charts up for this past weekend, week 5, this Wednesday, as far as broadcasting. So there we have it. There. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you very much. I know I'm 51 minutes into the broadcast, and I'm saying thank you for the replays. We've been doing pretty good with the replays, which I'm greatly appreciated. We're right in the 20 to 30 range. Low 30s and stuff. It's fine. Yeah, it's great. Just Rumble is doing pretty good. This piece of software that I got from my good friend Ed Waters, I have to check that out. I like it, but I couldn't get on it last night, which it disturbed me. It sort of made me wonder, do I still have access to this? It's called Flutin, and it's similar to Restream, and I used it Saturday. It didn't work good bringing up the game. The signal on Twitch was going all bonkers and stuff like that. So there was a lot of delay in the broadcast. So, but just this format, it's fantastic. It works quite well. So that's good. Let's see. I think that's about it as far as that goes for right now. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. I'm just checking the broadcast here. We're doing all right. So we're back. We're back in the saddle again. Oh, see, it's going a little wonky, but we're still up at 4,600, 4,700 KBS. Excellent. But on the OBS, it's in the blue and green. So let's see what else. And we're at 10 of. We're at the top of the hour. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. And let's see what else. Like I said, tomorrow I may be popping it, doing some gaming and stuff like that. I need to get some gaming done on the channel here. Lord of the Rings. I didn't actually, when I broadcast Saturday, I just got to the very beginning of the game screen. I didn't even get a chance to go into the game. That's how wonky it got. It was just a waste, so I backed it off. And but yeah, we're gonna go ahead. You too, Tim. Have a great day. I appreciate you being here. Let's see where we at. Yeah, okay. There we go. There's the outro. I'm still. You take a week off, you say, where the hell is everything? We're gonna go ahead and exit stage left here, folks, and get our day started. I want to say thank you for Tim Fan for being here. Thank you very much, Tim. I'm back. Okay, so. Just be patient, okay? I'm not as quick as I used to. So my start time is anywhere from 5:30 to quarter of. But if I'm running a little bit, I'll be, if I'm tweeting, if I post on X, good morning and all that, I'm online. So I appreciate that, Tim. That makes me feel good. Thank you, Tim Fan 40. Thank you, Lady Cat, Erica. Thank you very much for being here. And keep us posted on your move and stuff like that. We hope everything goes smoothly. I'm very happy to see that you're here. I want to say thank you to our very good friend out in geez, I got to get the card. Melanie. I need my card, my idiot card. Melanie from Rockhampton, Central Queensland, Australia. Thank you, Melanie, for being here. It's always a pleasure, and I want to thank you to my good friend from the old lab days, Jeeves. Thank you very much, Jeeves, for being here, coming in from our Canadian friend from Vancouver. Check out Jeeves up on here on Twitter. I think he still does I haven't seen him of lately pop up on the feed there, but he is a DJ, and he plays some fantastic music. Thank you, Jeeves, and go Oreos. And with that, this is going to be, I went a little long. Let's start the outro again. A double outro, folks. You're welcome, Jeeves. My pleasure, my man. Thank you. You're a good guy. Thank you. But with that, this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich on all those fine social media networks. Oreos, yes, Oreos. Let's hope they don't get swept. But I'm over there on Instagram Threads as @FiremanRich, social Truth Social @FiremanRich. I'm over there on X/Twitter still @FiremanRich, and a host of others. I am on Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich, which I'm starting to use a little bit, and but I'm also right here on Twitch @FiremanRich. So you all have a great one. Rich Roberts wishing you all well. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks a lot, everyone in the chat. Really appreciate it, guys. It's good to be back. Take care, folks.